Now this time, let us solve for some problems, still under the law of cosines. Let's have the first problem and let us annotate. Actually, in my given problems, I already provided the illustration, but during your quiz, you need to draw your own illustration. So you need to draw the problem as you keep on reading it. Now here's the first one. 3 boats are at sea. We have Superboat 1, 2, and 3. The crew of Superboat 1, this one, can see Superboat 2 and Superboat 3. The angle between the line of sight to Superboat 2 and the line of sight to Superboat 3, it means this angle is 45 degrees. If the distance between Superboat 1 and 2 is 2 kilometers, and the distance between Superboat 1 and 3 is 4 kilometers, what is the distance between Superboat 2 and Superboat 3? Now, in the given, we have 2 sides and 1 angle, and we are looking for the third side. Now, usually I name all the points, like Superboat 1 is A, Superboat 2 is B, Superboat 3 is C. So the 2 kilometers is the side C. We're looking for side A, and the 4 kilometers is for side B. Since we're looking for side A, then our formula will be A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. So let us now substitute. A squared equals, our B is 4 squared, our C is 2, you square it, minus 2 times B times C cosine of A, cosine 45. Now, since we have the square root, then we can eliminate it by having the square root on both sides. We're left with A. So you use your calculator after substituting. That is there, the square root of 4 squared plus 2, squared minus 2 times 4 times cosine 45. There. Now, I told you yesterday that, wait for a while. Why is my answer different from the module? 4, 2 times, sorry, I missed the other 2. That's 2 times 4 times 2. There. The answer is approximately, with 2 decimal places, because this is for the problem, A is approximately 2.95. Do not forget the unit of measure in kilometers. So we say that Superboat 2 and Superboat 3 are approximately 2.95 kilometers apart. Any questions? No questions? Then we can go to the next problem. Now here's the next problem. A triangular playground has sides of lengths 475 feet. It's already given in the figure. 595 feet and 401 feet. What are the measure of the angles between the sides to the nearest tenth of a degree? It means tenth means 1 decimal place. So with that one, we are looking for all three angles. Okay, let's start writing. We have A equals cosine to the -1 times B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. Cosine -1. What's our B? This is A, this is B, and this is C. We have 475 squared plus 595 squared minus 401 squared over 2 times 475 times 595. Okay, using your calculators, you tell me what's the value of A. You can type it in the chat box. A equals how many degrees? Then I'll start writing for B while you're solving for A. I received one answer. Let me continue writing first. 595 minus B, 475 squared. All over 2 times 401 times 595. Okay. How about for B? What's the answer? Let me check. For A, Frin said it's 42.2. Very good. Yes, the answer for A is 42.92, 42.2, sorry, 42.2 degrees. We can check it in our calculator while some of you will solve for B. Let's shift cosine. We have our fraction 475 squared plus 595 squared minus 401 squared over 2 times 475 times 595. There. 42.2. Why in point to this time? Because the problem says to the nearest tenth. So 1 decimal place only, 42.2 degrees. How about for B? Who can solve? For B, share with me your answers in the chat box. What's your answer for B? And while you're solving for B, you can also help me solve for C. That's 180 minus A minus B. Anyone? No answers yet? Help me with B. So I'll get to know whether you know how to use your calculators. There's another answer. That's 60.9. Try again, Jared. Maybe there's an error. Another answer for B? 52.7. Very good, Tatiana. Yes, that's the correct answer. Let us check in our calculators. Let's shift cosine to the -1. You know, if you're planning to buy a calculator, you need to have a 4-line calculator like this one. How will you know it's 4-line? When you press fraction, it will give you this one. And it will allow you to type all the formula first before giving you the answer. 401 squared. Anyways, it's a very good investment and you can still use it, especially when you get to senior high school. Times 2 times over 401 times 595. There. In one decimal place, the answer is 52.7 degrees. That's the answer for B. Now, with our A and B present, can you help me solve for C? What is the measure of angle C? There's an answer now. The answer is 85.1. Very good, Tatiana. Yes, the answer is 85.1 degrees. So, these are the answers. What are the angles of the sides? We have 42.2 degrees, 52.7 degrees, and 85.1 degrees. Any questions? In 3, 2, 1, no questions. We'll go to the next problem, the last one. Now, here's the last problem. Mary is orienting across a large flat plane from marker A to marker B, which is 4 miles apart. There, it's given. After walking 1.8 miles, so from here, this is supposed to be the direction of Mary. But after walking for 1.8 miles, she realized that she's 6 degrees off course. 6 degrees. It means she did not follow the path that is supposed to be taken. How far from marker B is she when she realized her error to the nearest tenth of a mile? So we are looking for this one. Now, we can name this C. So with that, can you share with me what is the length of our side B? What's the length of our side B? Anyone? Can you tell me what's the length of our side B? Very good. That's 1.8 miles, the opposite of angle B. Opposite of angle B, small b, 1.8. How about side C? What is the measure of our side C? Any answers? Very good, that's 4 miles. How about side A? What's the measure of our side A? What's the measure of our side A? Very good, you can place X because you know it's missing. So our side C is 4 miles while our side A is missing. We're looking for side A. So we have A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. So we have 1.8 squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C times cosine A, 6. We still have a square here. So to cancel the square root of the left and square root of the right. Now, can you help me solve? How long is side A? How long is side A? Any answers? 2.2. There's an answer from Tatiana. Let's check if it's really 2.2. We have square root of 1.8 squared plus 4, plus 4 squared minus 2 times 1.8 times 4 times cosine 6. There. Remember the instruction to the nearest 10th. So 1 decimal place. The answer is 2.2. And do not forget the unit of measure. We have miles. So it means that Mary needs to walk 2.2 miles to get back to marker B. Any questions? Or give me a thumbs up if you've understood our lesson. Thank you so much. Let me first stop this.